Here's problem number 6, where we're using the difference of cubes pattern in order to factor. So that difference of cube pattern is a cubed minus b cubed. And so it is a minus b times a squared plus ab plus b squared. Okay, so again, the very first thing you want to do when you're using a difference of cubes pattern is you want to write it as an a cubed minus b cubed pattern. Here, a cubed minus b cubed. So here we have 8x cubed and 125. So really what we're doing is thinking about the cubed root, right? Because we want to know what to the third power will equal 8x cubed. So 8x is fine. And so we're really thinking about 2, because 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. So you rewrite 8x as 8x to the third as 2x to the third. That is the same thing. It is equivalent. Then we have our minus 125. That is 5 to the third power. So what that tells us is a is 2x and b is 5. So not the sign 5. The sign only tells us which pattern to use, which is the difference of cubes pattern. And so what's going to happen is that all the a's will go where the a's go. The 2x will go where the a's go, and the b's will go where the b's go here. Now, important to note that 2x, the entire thing will be squared, so I'll show you that as I'm plugging this in. So first, this is going to be 2x, and then minus 5, right? It's a minus b. Then it's going to be a squared. Okay, a squared. That a is 2x, and the entire thing is squared, okay? The entire term is squared. Then we have plus, we have the a, which is 2x times 5, which is the b, right? A times b. And then plus our b squared, which is 5 to the square. So that is plugged in, and now we need to simplify. So we have to simplify the a squared and the b squared. So the final answer will be 2x minus 5 times now 2x squared. So remember, that's 2x times 2x, which is a 4x squared. It's not just 2x squared, it's 4x squared. Then we have 5 times 2, which is 10x, plus 5 squared, which is 25. And now that is factored completely. Okay, number 7, long division. So whenever you're doing long division, you want to make sure that you're not missing any terms. So how I do that is I look at the variable and the exponents, make sure it's written in standard form, make sure it's descending in order. So I have x to the fourth, x to the third, x squared, and then I have no x to the first power. So that's the term that I'm missing, so I want to make sure and I put a 0 in its place, a placeholder. And then we have our constant of 30. Same thing, check the divisor here, x squared plus 3x minus 4. Nothing is missing there, 2, 1, and the constant. So let's set it up. Our divisor, the x squared plus 3x minus 4, goes on the outside. And then divided by the dividend, 4x to the fourth minus 3x cubed plus 5x squared plus 0x minus 30. Now, whenever we're dividing, we want to take the first terms, right? So you're only looking at the first terms only. So we're looking at dividing 4x to the fourth over the x squared. So you were left with 4x squared, right? You're dividing. So 1 to 4 is 4 times x squared over x4. You just subtract the exponents, which is 4x squared. And so that will get written over the other x squared value here. That's we're starting to build our quotient. And then after we do that is we're going to multiply the 4x squared to the divisor here. So this is going to be 4x squared times x squared plus 3x minus 4. So this is, I'm going to write it over here on the right side, 4x to the fourth plus 12x cubed minus 16x squared. So the first term should always match the one above it. And then what we do next, as we do in subtraction, is we change the signs because we're subtracting. So you just change the signs to opposite. So now this is negative, negative, and positive. So the first term cancels. That's exactly what we wanted. Then we have negative 12 minus 3 is a negative 15x cubed. Then we have 16 plus 5 is a positive 21x squared. Next, we bring down the next term, 0x. So that should match the number, right? We have 3 terms and there's 3 terms here. Then we start all over again. So again, looking at only the first terms, 15x cubed and x squared. So that'll be negative 15x cubed over the x squared. We're dividing, right? Divide, then multiply, subtract, and bring down, right? That's the process for long division. So now that's negative 15x. So negative 15x. Then we multiply that to our divisor, negative 15x times this value out here. So that is x squared plus 3x minus 4. So we will have negative 15x cubed minus 45x plus 60x. Sorry, 45x squared. I just noticed that. Okay, so that should be a negative 15x cubed minus 45x squared plus 60x. So then we subtract, meaning we change all the signs to opposite. So now this is positive, positive, and negative. So when we add it, we get for 66x squared minus 60x, and then we bring down the negative 30. Then we repeat the process one more time. So again, the 66x squared over the x squared. So 66x squared over x squared is 66. So positive 66. So let's multiply 66 times the divisor of x squared plus 3x minus 4. So we have 66x squared plus 198x, right? So you would really all write that out. And then 66 times negative 4, you would get a negative 264. Then you subtract, so you change all the signs to opposite. So when you do that, you will find your answer will be negative 258x plus 234. So that is our remainder, the remainder that we're going to add to our quotient. So let's write the final answer. So it's the quotient plus the remainder over the divisor, right? Remainder over our divisor. So I'll write that out. You would have 4x squared minus 15x plus 66. That's a quotient, plus the remainder, 258x plus 234, all over the divisor up here of the x squared plus 3x minus 4, and that is the final answer.